Hey everyone, it's the Blazer King with King's Critiques, here for Skeleton Knight in Another World. I'm going to need a pause at some point during this, but that's then. For now, what you should do is pull me up alongside to list my comments as it goes along, or leave me running in the background to let me get the watch time, I think, because that'd be much appreciated, as would being a like and subscribe button, because as you know, not as many people who turn on the content are subscribed as they could be. With that said, let's roll into it. Sweet. Why is he so fired up about wyverns? It's not like they're the coolest thing. They're kind of cool, but they're not the coolest thing. Yeah, he's not gonna kill them. They're fine creatures. He's not gonna hurt them, probably. He's having fun. And he just shocked those three. Oops. You just hurt Aria and Panta. Defenseless anus. No, you shocked them, you fuck. Now, who's this dude? Oh, I skipped the intro. Oops. It was mid. That's what all men say. Uh, that was a cheap joke, I'm sorry. Ugh. That's completely fair. And there's someone who doesn't give a fuck about showing off he's an elf. He's that weird guy who was staring at them earlier, but yeah, he's well known and nobody gives a fuck. Hmm. Well, that's helpful. Unless they're playing the long game. But 10 years seems like a bit much to be playing the long game, especially involving a bit of racism. Like, you don't befriend somebody like that and then let them stay around for 10 years just to stab your knife into their back eventually. Well, there's a lot of good reasons for that. Special case indeed. Scoops. Not for any noise I made, but my drinking was a little loud. Information. Yes, yes, he was. But as long as he's not going to stab you in the back, which honestly could go either way at this point. Of course you do. Him looking at her like that is different. Next round's on Carsey. Just showing off the kind of money you got. Oh, sweet. Motherfucking booze. I mean, it's probably a thing some places. And now we get on discussing realistic topics of if people would, like, stop all forms of racism, it'd be possible. And I know that's a lot to ask, but here's the thing. It happens everywhere to everybody, even people's own kind. You know? People say the whites hate everybody, but the whites also hate themselves sometimes. And I'm not getting into further specifics because I can only speak on behalf of white people. But we've seen various instances where other races hate themselves as well as other races. So racism really just exists in a full circle. And if we could just relegate it to just like calling it normal violence and all of us, just the good people of all of us getting along and actually taking down the bad ones, the world would be a better place. You know, never to the point of violence not existing at all, but at least don't call it what it isn't when it isn't, except for the times when it is. That was a very confusing sentence, but I hope people understood what I meant. Oh, she's a fun drunk. Her ears went wiggle wiggle. Meanwhile, Panta's just munching away on that apple. Probably not. I'm still thoroughly confused, by the way, on how he eats or drinks anything. Because we've seen the fact that he's an actual skeleton. It's not just a visual bit. Yes. 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 That now it gets to the fun part of things. oh, hold on. Me, meanwhile, with this entire thing starting, he's just thinking in the back of his mind, why can't I have the one bone I want? It's funny. Amazing. In a positive way? Good question. Meanwhile, the innkeeper's just down there thinking that's what I was referring to. Oh my! She destroyed the room. Why are there claw marks in the wall? What the fuck did she do? Did you forget he is a skeleton? Uh, Honestly, who can prove it? Just the way he put that. Like, we can't really say that nothing happened between them, other than the fact I'm pretty sure he does not have a dick right now. Then again, he woke up naked. She did not. So, what exactly did happen? Then again, he does sleep without his armor because that makes the most sense, even if he gets caught. Excuse. Dead bodies. I wasn't wrong. Well, at least he admitted it. Like when I said dead bodies, I was thinking human or elf, because hypocrites exist a lot in shows like this, but still, what is the buzzing I keep fucking hearing? None of the phones in my room are on, other than the one in my hand. I mean, you do look very scary, dude. Like, he looks like similar to what Goemon from that other episode would have looked like if his mask had been off, honestly. Dude's just very helpful, but very creepy looking. One of those motherfucking worms from Tremors. Actually, no, 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 no. It kind of looks like Dungeon Worm from Yu-Gi-Oh, but creepier. Which, for the record, I anticipated a lot more from the Dungeon Worm card back when it came out many, many moons ago. But that's the anime holding up expectations for cards that don't come true. I mean, that's the reason for getting that book, isn't it? Oh, there's the worm. Well, don't you just have a face only a mother can love? You say stay back, and she says nah. He's just grabbing onto one of its lips? I guess that could constitute as a lip. I'm not going to say my reasoning for thinking that, but anyone who's watching the show with me can very obviously assume why that's what I say. Coincidentally, has anybody ever seen the movie Teeth? You fucking just suplex that giant worm. Oh, and one of those rings. Even Carsey's a bit surprised. Fucking suplex the Tremors worm. What the hell? Excuse. Well, you'd be dead. Your assistant would be dead. Theoretically, it's probably a safe place, honestly. Like, if he feels safe among the humans, then if something ever happened to where someone came for him, the humans would defend him. At least by this point. What the fuck is a woman? Where'd she come from? Well, yeah, because usually when humans and elves live hand in hand, they also live hand in hair. Yes, that's more elf jokes. Yeah, that maybe, honestly, but I mean, shit happens. And if our fucking heel says curse, you know you're jumping on them bones, literally. Well, his kind of self-imposed curse. Still not sure exactly how all that works out. He said it was a curse. He also saw his real arm when uncursing, so that shows good promise for his future. And now we're seeing something where Carsey's actually an asshole. Okay, tell me you were expecting something a lot more manly from somebody who looks like that. Like, that's basically what I did for my voice in Legends Arceus for fucking the dude who looks kind of like Rowan. Just give him a really girly voice, even though he looks like a fucking Chad. Well, not Chad, but a bro. Meanwhile, this guy's like, I've only been using crooks and slaves as a fiend for them, haven't I? Or, well, okay, not that low, but pretty fucking low pitched. See, that sounds more smug. Still not fully manly, but very hot chicks, though. Yep. I mean, they have nice tits. That's what. Case in point. Mm. Interesting, man. Um, yeah, how'd I figure he was gonna throw one of those bitches in there? That's what you get for trusting somebody with money and power. Ugh. Interesting. So yeah, he just fed one of them bitches to that creature. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because it's easier to do so with the few minutes I got before I want to run. Well, I want to do something else. I mean, I'll do it on camera if I need to because it doesn't matter. But as far as the episode's progress goes, let me know your thoughts on the whole elves and humans living together in this show's perception of how all that works. It's probably doable, but it's gonna take a lot of work from Ark and Aria. That is for sure. Also, let me know your thoughts on, I suppose, this new antagonist that got brought up and what kind of impact he's gonna have and everything. Because apparently he's a third party that has nothing to do with the royal takeover shit going on in that part of the story. So that's interesting. And I suppose those are the only other things to bring about for right now. So let me know your thoughts about anything else pertaining to the episode, the plot, etc., as well as, of course, other shows I should watch this season, next season, or in general. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my main channel, the description down below, ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter to keep updated with things. Follow me on TikTok because I upload in batches once in a while. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. Subscribe there for benefits. Can do so with Twitch Prime for free. And all the subscriptions help me out immensely. Till next time, Ben the Blazer King with King's Critique. Sign out. Ta ta for now. Peace.